Good morning, I'm Felicity Green and it's spring. Thank you for signing up for this video series and I hope you're practicing. Mr. Iyengar died at 95 and now his daughter Geeta has also died. So his granddaughter Abijata is the family member carrying on his teachings and his wisdom. She is occasionally doing a convention in the United States, or else you have to go to India to learn. But if you join as a member, Iyengar Association of America, you will get all the information. I am now 86 and was very graced and fortunate in meeting BKS Iyengar in 1970. I was immediately impressed with his genius and his knowledge. I continually studied with him from that day, going to India many times, and whenever he came to teach at conventions in the United States, I was present. He is the main person who has inspired me in my life. He understood that using a prop helps to open the chest, and this is the blankets that you use. And by also eliminating gravity, it helps you to get in touch with those small muscles, the intercostals. And I want to show you here on the diagrams of these little muscles. So you have these little muscles between your ribs, some that pull the ribs up and some that pull the ribs down. But you also have inner muscles, so these are not on the outside, they're on the inside, and they attach to the lower ribs, so this is the part you're working on particularly at the moment. Hopefully, you will in due course get in touch with this middle rib, which he sometimes called the thick rib. And if you feel up your ribs, you sometimes will feel this thick rib. And then you have even more inner muscles which attach onto the ribs, but then attach onto the sternum, your breastbone. And these are all inside, so that's why it's a difficult practice here. And then, as you learned in the first one where we worked on inhalation, you were to learn to bring your diaphragm only this deep to the bottom of the ribs and not down into the belly. And now this practice is learning to really relax your diaphragm way up underneath your ribs. And when you do, this area of your belly will become soft. It will indent in. It's not a big movement, but you can certainly feel it with your hands. Okay, so continue to practice every day. This difficult practice is a difficult practice, but it teaches you to be committed. And this is a very important thing in your life because it will bring many gifts. At 86, when they test my oxidation, it is usually 98 or 99%. And this is very important for health because we come alive with our first breath and we die with our last breath. And Mr. Iyengar said, the breath is the king of the mind. I grew up in South Africa with an English background and were taught not to toot your own horn. It was considered very proud to do that. But now I've lived in America since 1962 and I'm now learning to toot my own horn because I feel the responsibility of continuing my guru's genius in teaching pranayama. I think I am one of the oldest Iyengar teachers in the United States. And I think this gives me a very important position. And I hope you're learning from this video, and I hope you will give me some feedback, either positive or negative feedback. Negative helps me to get better, okay? And positive helps me to feel good. So, thank you very much. Namaste.